Okay, here we are. It's Saturday, Sunday, and Blanco has had 5 days off now. We're kind of narrowing the days that he has off now because I think he's doing really good. You want to kind of keep, I think I sort of talked about it a little bit of several days between each session, because this is stuff that we're trying to redo his emotions, and if you work them every day, you're kind of working against yourself, even though you're using gentle techniques. So anyway, the first day that we worked, he had a whole entire week, 7 to 8 days, I think, and then he had, now he's had 5 days off. So today's gonna be the day that I'm gonna get on his back, and we're gonna see how he is with leg cues and rein cues, and that kind of thing. I mentioned before that I was going to change his bridle, because this is the bridle that he uses, and even though it's a schooling type bridle, this relatively speaking, we can talk about it a little bit. I got the owner, we measured the horse's mouth, and he had been in a narrow bit, pretty narrow bit, and meaning from here to here. And he was in a 5-inch bit mouthpiece, and okay, our flies are really bad because it's very hot today. Anyway, he had a narrow bit, 5 inches, and I measured his mouth, and he's 5.5 inches, and that took away took away Blanco's bobbing his head, apparently. However, it's too wide, so this distance is too wide. And that's why maybe he's still not getting the response from Blanco that he needs. I'll show you the one I'm going to put him in myself. So this is kind of how it works. And this is kind of unnecessary because it's just a schooling bridle. Now if he had a western bit with some shanks on it out here, this kind of goes underneath the horse's chin and kind of pinches it upward like that. So anyway, this is not really that necessary, but you can kind of keep it there for whatever reason, but it's really not necessary. So anyway, he's in a 5-inch, 5.5 inch mouthpiece, but again, this is just too wide. It's nice and simple. It's just got 2 pieces like this. He's got some copper on here, so it's called sweet iron, and it keeps the mouth moist, so that's good. It's more comfortable that way. So all in all, it's okay bit, but again, the wider this is, it's also uncomfortable. So anyhow, put this up, and then I'll show you what I'm going to put him in. And he's ridden Western, but it doesn't matter. I have mostly English bridles, and Callahan rides in an English bridle, but it doesn't really matter. Now, okay, so here you can see again, it's a very simple 2-piece. This is actually also 5.5. And I did measure that. It doesn't look 5.5, but I think because the mouthpiece itself is wider, it kind of looks narrower. I don't know, but anyway, both of these are 5.5. Lengthwise like this, and if you can notice right here, this is narrower as well. Now also too, conversely, the narrower, there are mouthpieces that are even narrower than this, and those can be very harsh and painful. So I'm kind of in between the two, so it's kind of like an art form to try and use what's best for the horse's mouth. So right here you can see the difference between the 2 mouthpieces. This will be put in him, and then this one right here. This one kind of is a little bit molding to the mouth. This is kind of straight across. So this will kind of sit in his mouth like that. That's the old one, and this one sits in his mouth like this. A little bit more conforming to a mouth of a horse. it. Looks like the horses are coming in. So I will put these up and get Blancos ready and go from there.